Here's the solution to question number 4 on page 44. This one throws people. You're eastbound in Long Island Sound, 2 miles north of Plum Island Lighted Whistle Buoy, PI, and what is the bearing to New London Hbr Light where you expect the light to turn from white to red? So first thing, we'll get our start point. 2 miles north of Plum Island Lighted Whistle Buoy, PI, and if we looked it up in the light list, we would find that it's over here on the east side of our chart, and sure enough, PI in letters in quotation marks confirms that, yep, that's buoy PI. We're 2 miles north of that, so I'm going to measure on the side of the chart 2 miles. I'm going to come over to Plum Island Lighted Whistle Buoy, swing a little arc 2 miles north of it, and to be precise, I could lay my parallel rule on that longitude line, swing over. So there's my start point. The problem says I'm 2 miles north of Plum Island Lighted Whistle Buoy, and I am eastbound, and it asks me what's the direction to New Haven Light when it changes from white to red. So I need to know where New Haven Light is. I look it up in the light list, and I find, or New London Light, and New London Hbr Light I find is right here, and it gives me the characteristic for it. And in the light list, it also tells me it has a red sector, but I can also see it on the chart. The red sector is between these dotted lines that stretch out here and this dotted line that stretches out here. And if I zoomed in, there's a little label that says red sector and an arrow showing red sector between those two sets of dotted lines. What that means is there's a colored lens on the light so that when the light's swinging around, it's white, 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 but when it passes through this sector, it passes through a red lens so that I only see a red light when I'm anywhere between these two lines. I only see red, and that's kind of a warning because if I'm too close, I'm going to be in this rock garden here, this rocky area offshore. So if I only see a red light, I know I want to be far offshore to stay out of that danger zone. So here I am starting here, and it says, what is the direction to the light, New London Hbr Light, the direction to the light when it changes from white to red? And out here, I see white, 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 but as soon as I cross this line, then I'm going to see a red light. So that's where it's asking, when do I see the light change from white to red? And it's as soon as I hit that line. So I can measure that with my parallel rules. When I cross that line, the direction to New London Hbr Light, I'll line it up to the light there, and really all I have to do is line up along the dotted line there. Now I can slide my parallel rule over, and I slid a little bit till I get to the mark at the center of the compass rose. Let me adjust. I have a mark at the center of the compass rose, and then I'll make a little mark out in the outer ring, pull my dividers away, and I can see the bearing to the light would be 041 degrees true when it changes from white to red.